Good morning once again, and welcome to the Haven Financial Group radio show. I'm Larry Kallevig, founder and CEO of the Haven Financial Group. Again, feel free to give us a call anytime. Come on and visit with us. There is no cost. 612-504-8400. Visit us online. Shoot us an email at info@havenfinancialgroup.com. Check out all our educational classes, whatever you think is the best for you. Again, you deserve the attention. Many people are not getting it. Again, our fourth segment here on budgeting again. Many give this a negative connotation, but it really is about ensuring that funds for desired activities, not deprivation, to make sure that they're there so you can do the things you want to do.
Yeah. See, I like that. I like that you have found the silver lining in this cloud, because when you talk about budgeting, it doesn't have to always be you're budgeting so that you can't do things. You're looking at it like you're budgeting so you make sure you can get in the things that are important to you.
It's true. It's true. You got to have a silver lining, the best, somewhat, because this can be a negative thing. Oh my goodness! If I got to do a budget and make a list and track the expenses, I might not like what I see. Exactly. That's why it's so important to budget. So you can make additions or subtractions. Maybe it's not 15 times a month to Starbucks. Maybe you cut that to 5. I hope my daughters are listening. They probably are not, because I've told them many times, and it doesn't be. Now, again, some things may be tough. Some things may not be as tough as you think they're going to be. But identifying those income sources, make a list of what are your sources? What will Social Security be? What will your pension be? Guaranteed income sources. And I know there's lots of fear on Social Security. We're not going to talk about it much, but Social Security has been here. It will be here. There could be some minor changes, but again, they're not taking it away. I know there's a lot of fear, highly politicized on both sides of the aisle, and it's going to be here. Okay. Factor it in. What other retirement accounts do you have? How much are you going to need? How long is it going to last? What are your you got to cover the income. The income has to cover the things you want, that you need first. How a house, a vehicle, transportation, those needs come first, and then figure out what's left for the wants, for the golf course dues, for the health club membership, for travel. That's one we hear about lots. Hey, we love to see people travel. We like to travel. But it's not free. It costs. Are we putting that in the budget? Incidentally, when we built out plans for most, we cover the needs, we cover the wants. What are the expenses? What are all the investments? We detail all of this, and not only do we go off that budget number, but we usually include an anything else category. The anything else category is on top of the income that's needed for the necessities. It's anything else. It's maybe in a year you need a different car. Maybe you want to spend 10 or 15,000 on travel. We factor it into the overall planning process. Again, that could change. Many people, and there's many that I could cite, but the go-go years up front, the slow-go years you slow down, and the no-go years where you just don't really go anywhere. Beginning, you might want to spend more. In the middle, not as much. And at the end, probably healthcare now costs a little. We want to factor this in. Again, we factor healthcare. Remember, I've said people don't factor it in. And again, oftentimes $1,000 per individual in retirement. Just throwing that number out there. That number might surprise people. It should, because it's not going to go down. And it goes up at a higher inflationary rate than normal inflation. It's huge. We mentioned tax considerations. Again, are you drawing from the right places at the right time? Again, many people aren't. Well, I didn't know where to draw from. I just thought that we always draw from the IRA. Well, not if you're in a higher tax bracket and you have other options to choose from. Again, remember, we want good liquidity, we want protected investments, and we want stock market investments. Now, that can vary by individuals or couples, because we have clients at Haven that have no money in the stock markets. They don't need to and they don't want to. Okay, it's not for us to tell them they should or shouldn't. It fits what their plan is. We have many that come in that are way overexposed in the stock market, have no idea, And that is a recipe for a big time problem. It may not seem like it right now when we've set how many records in the last month in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done this a long time. We've been around the bush. We've seen, I remember in 1999 to 2001. Oh, yeah. It didn't matter. We were all 26 years younger. Well, it did to the people that retired those years.
Mm-hmm.
In 07, 09, I remember exactly where I was. I remember the Star Tribune that said, caption, 3 out of 5 seniors have to go back to work or stay in the workforce longer. Why? Bad timing. That was called the lost decade. 14 years, the stock market was like perfect. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Yeah, until it's not. 2022, it got our attention again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, we're getting older in this timeline. And many that we sit down with, many are going to retire in this decade, maybe the last 4 or 5 years of this decade. Well, what's the stock market going to do the rest of this decade? I or you or anybody, we have no idea. What we do know is it goes up and it goes down, and your timing better be good. We can only control what we control, and that's how much risk we're taking relative to our comfort level. But it takes a plan. It should take a partner. It should take some accountability to have somebody walk you through that, you know what, you're in the right place.
Sure.
The market's down. We've had this conversation. Oh, yeah, Larry, that's right. We did have this conversation. Now I remember. So, again, are you getting the attention? You should be.
And again, we started this whole block of our conversation talking about budgeting. And I just want to take a second. You also, when you sit down with people, because we started out by saying this, you talk to them about what their needs are. We've discussed that. So that's a part of budgeting. But you also talk to them about their wants. You do your best there at Haven Financial Group to be sure that that kind of thing can be budgeted in one way or another. Yes?
100%. We don't want to. We want to live within our means, but we want to have life in retirement, and
Right.
that's why you need to plan accordingly. It's just not. We want to have budget to get by. We want to live the type of retirement we want you to. We do. I always tell folks, and again, we're careful when we say this, that those that have planned well. By the way, we work for you. This is all your money, and for some folks, I tell them, you can spend some more money. Oh, really? This past week, I said that, and the couple goes, well, that's interesting. Our last advisor gave us a bunch of crap every single time we wanted more money. He made us feel guilty. Well, they were in the best financial shape I've ever seen. So don't let whoever's working with you, for you, control you. Again, they can hold you accountable. They can be a partner. They don't control you. Okay. I always say this is your money. Again, we want to be good stewards of it. But at the end of the day, we want to satisfy your needs and your wants. We want that budget to be able to supply the monies you need for all of your retirement. And I hope those are many, many, many years for many people.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we get caught up in the idea of, what we've got to cut back, how we've got to plan for inflation. We have to talk about taxes and healthcare, and we have to get, concerned about, our investments. Well, yeah, all these are important, but we also need to worry about how we're going to spend our days and what it is we're looking forward to and what it is that we want to do with those retirement years. So it's not all certainly work, and it's not all, not negative, but I mean, it's not all work. I'm just going to stick with that. When you're in retirement, you can budget and make it fun. And I think that's what people are looking forward to. 612-504-8400. That is how you reach the folks at Haven Financial Group. 612-504-8400. Tell them you heard us. It costs you nothing. Go in, sit down, have a conversation with the folks there about your retirement wants and needs. I wanted to talk again real quickly and remind people, havenfinancialgroup.com. That's where you go to find out about some of those educational seminars. And you said there's one coming up that's really important here on Social Security.
Social Security, yes, coming up this week. Go to the calendar of events because it skips my mind. I do know June 30th, though, one that it's our first time preparing for tomorrow, essential end-of-life planning. Not a fun conversation, but an important one. We have a local funeral home, a very renowned one, coming in to do a piece. We'll have the estate planning attorneys doing a piece, as well as the financial, how to prepare proactively before the loss of life, what families should do. And then after we lose a loved one or whatever, then what do we do? So again, it'll be at the Haven Financial Group Education Center, or check out on any classes. Education is important. We have all the retirement puzzle pieces here, celebrating almost 11 years, able to help a lot of folks. We appreciate you listening this morning. Again, we hope that the retirement years are the golden years. And if you're proactive and have a good partner and you get started, they can be wonderful, wonderful years. We hope to visit more with you soon. 612-504-8400. Have a great week. And Kim, we'll look forward to next week.